let's also take a look at the glaring lapses at Vijay's rally when this stampede occurred in September last year. So the first and foremost lapse was that the rally venue was too small for the crowd that had gathered to see Vijay at that rally. The second lapse is there was crowd of 50,000 at a venue meant for only 10,000 people. So only 10,000 people were supposed to be gathering at that venue, but more than 50,000 people gathered to catch a glimpse of Vijay at this rally, which eventually led to the stampede. The third lapse is that there were inadequate crowd control measures, which is also a glaring lapse, that crowd control measures were not there, and there was poor traffic and mobility management. So a crowd of 50,000 had gathered at a place where there was no crowd control measure, and there was poor traffic and mobility management as well. Inadequate medical response arrangements is also what led to the death of 41 people. And there were also reports that TVK cadre were actually stopped ambulances. So firstly, there were inadequate medical response arrangements, and secondly, there were also reports that TVK cadres were actually stopping ambulances that were there to provide relief to those who were injured. And let's also take a look at the defense that has come from Vijay's side on the stampede. So the first defense is that they had asked police department to choose a safe place for rally. So this is the biggest defense that the TVK has given, that they were seeking a larger venue for the rally, but they were denied a larger venue, and in fact, they were provided this venue with the capacity of holding only 10,000 people. The second defense is that they left the spot because he did not want things to escalate. So that's the defense from Vijay's side, that he left the spot because he was being questioned that when this stampede happened, Vijay immediately left the spot. He did not even meet the victims at the hospital later, and he says that he left the spot because he did not want the things to escalate. And he has also said that he campaigned in 5 districts. Why did this only happen in Karur? So that is also the question being posed by Vijay. In fact, he also says that he felt like God told him the truth and soon it will be revealed. So that is what Vijay says in his defense. In fact, the entire TVK is claiming that this is a conspiracy by the DMK government against the TVK. And Vijay also goes on to say that the Chief Minister can target him if he wants, but spare the people. So he says that the DMK and Chief Minister Stalin can target Vijay for political gains, but he should spare the people. So these are the defense statements that Vijay has said regarding the Karur Stampede. TVK continues to claim that this entire stampede was part of a conspiracy by the DMK government against the TVK. Apurva, my colleague, continues to stay with us. Apurva, how do you think this Karur Stampede and CBI grilling of Vijay is going to have an impact on the upcoming assembly elections?
Well, in fact, this Karur Stampede is definitely going to be the talk of the town there. It is going to be something that will be, mentioned in across parties in their manifesto and the agenda that they have ahead of the upcoming elections. It will be one of the top, topics that will be discussed here when it comes to Tamil Nadu elections. It's not that, we have seen political rallies that have come and gone, but this kind of a stampede to take place in this kind of a calamity, these mass number of people who had unfortunately lost their lives, that does speak to the volumes of lapses there, be it in part of the, government, that the state government that has failed in providing additional protection as TVK alleges, and on the other side, the organizers there who had failed to even have proper, setup that had been done. Should they have anticipated that there will be X number of crowds, given that, Thalapathy Vijay is one of the most popular, Tamil cinema actors there, and they must have anticipated that the crowds will be there. Additional, security that must have been set in place there, and even a proper kind of measures to be taken so that they can be able to manage these kind of crowds should they come in. In fact, at this particular, Karur incident that we are talking about, it just so happened that during the speech that Vijay was giving, there was unfortunately a young girl who had gone missing in these crowds, and it was Vijay who had taken atop his caravan there and announced asking for the cadres there and the people who had come in to search for the missing child in those crowds. So that was the kind of frenzy, fan frenzy that we can see that garners for Talapati Vijay, and it was a live instance that had taken place during Karur when the speech had taken place, and this was just after they had asked in for the missing child to be located. Within minutes after that, this stampede of a situation had taken place. All of these incidents happened back to back, definitely drawing glaring lapses in what seems to be an institutional failure there, be it on the side of the organizers and also on the side of the government as well. In fact, post this Karur tragedy, the Madras High Court had pulled up, a proper SOP that needs to be set up by the Tamil Nadu government or any other kind of political party to ensure that there are no other such similar incidences that takes place in the future. And there has been a proper set of guidelines that has been issued right now, which shows that predominantly should there be political rallies that take place, it is completely the organizers who will be held at fault should there be any kind of misconduct or any kind of mishappenings that take place during that. So the onus falls on the organizers to ensure that the public who come there to witness their neta, their favorite politician, it is the onus of the organizers to ensure that the safety is utmost priority. Not only for the
Apurva.
neta,
So
but also
Vijay
for the
is
fans
all
and
set to appear before the CBI for grilling in the Karur Stampede case. He will be leaving from Chennai in just a while from now in this chartered flight that we're showing you on your screens right now. In fact, Apurva and Anagha, do stay with us.